Hello, I'm Chris, and I've owned this Sidney Nolan painting for over 40 years. I would like to share some of my thoughts deconstructing this painting, starting with the top center, where you can see an abstract shape of a camel. You can actually see the drips, where the painting has been moved and turned to tailor the legs. Over here is an artwork of Burke and Wills. Sidney did several, and you can see almost an identical camel. Pan back. The second circle from the top right side has what looks like the typical square, and behind it the torso of Ned Kelly's armor. The square is in several of his paintings, and off to the side you can see that identical square, similar in shape rather. And then also on the floor you can see the diamond shapes, and this is throughout the painting. You can also see diamond shapes in this painting. Let me go down to the third circle, where you can see an abstract man's face with beard and all. Let's pan over. That looks like Ned Kelly the day before he was tried and hanged. Pan back again. It's easier to see in just black and white. We can come down. There's a couple of circles, and I'm not really sure what they represent. And we get down to the lower right corner, and there's what looks like a number 3. It's actually an N monogram. If we look over here, we can see an autobiographical sketch done by Nolan, where he has that similar N in the bottom right, and next to it one I blew up of the same painting of mine. Let's go back, pan down. There's another circle, and then we go to the lower right corner where the signature is and dated 66. Here we have a signature of Nolan's done in pencil compared to the one on the painting, and it's identical for that period. 66, Nolan was in New York, and he painted this at the age of 50, which was a monumental year for him, turning 50. When we come over here, we have what looks like Mount Glen Rowan. Let's pan over and see an actual photograph of it. Let's pan back. Let's go up. There's more circles. I'm not sure what they mean, but I think the idea came from something similar to this. This is a French Ripolin paint chart, and you can see the circles there. There's 7 in a row, which matches the painting. Come back up. You can see what looks like a breast and a head sitting on the shoulders. I'm not sure. It appears to be 2 people on this side of the painting. Looks like women. Could be Nolan's wives. He was married twice at the age of 50. And here we have a photograph of the back of the painting, signed number 5, 1966. And I'd like to know where the other 4 paintings are, if there was only 5 in the series. Now we're going to pan back and take a look at the overall painting. The 2 large circles could be people, or it could represent winter or summer in Australia, which are prominent seasons. The painting does have Ripolin on it. You can see the diamonds, which were in one of Nolan's paintings, The Trial. I believe this is an autobiographical work done by him, wasn't necessarily done for sale, and you can see, if you study it long enough, that it seems like a lifetime of thought in just one painting. This painting does not accept you. It challenges you to know the artist. Realistic art normally accepts you, and you accept it because it's more of a known quantity. You look at it and you know what it is. This painting, you cannot possibly know that unless you know the artist and also study the painting at great depth. I've had XRF testing done on several of the paint colors. I'd certainly like to know where the other 4 paintings are. The small circles, of which there are 14, represent what I think was a really monumental time in both Sidney Nolan's life and Ned Kelly's life. At that point, Nolan quit school, went on to become a graphic designer, and Kelly was arrested for the first time, which I think at that point it changed his life. There are several lost paintings of Sidney Nolan, and they will be atypical. They won't look like his normal oeuvre, especially the ones done in America. As you can see, this painting doesn't scream Australia. It screams New York, especially in the 60s. And it just tells a story. It tells several stories. Unlike so much abstract art, it's very, very deep painting. And after all the years I've owned it, I still don't understand it. So if you have any input, you would like to contact me and let me know, please email me and let me know if you know where the other paintings are, if you have any other views on anything else you might see in the painting. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.